The old wind is getting up, that it is. In the White House. Yeah, he's guffing all over the place, that he is. That's what happens when you finally go. You disperse a lot of gas, apparently. Let me just check the obituaries. Oh, no, oh, actually, no, he's still alive. Oh, well, never mind. Well, you see, I come to a conclusion just recently. Now, we all know that those who hate on the other is usually themselves. They are like that, what they hate. Now, they hate LGBTQ plus 2Q, whatever it is. It's just, they hate trans people. They hate gay people. I always found them to be some of the nicest people, quite frankly. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trans or gay, whatever, so I wouldn't say, say I understand. No. Maybe I haven't come out yet. But I don't know. Maybe you will never know. Well, the thing is, you see, these people are what they hate. They're all feckin' closet gays. That's what they are. All trans. And I wish they would come out. I wish they would take comfort in their true self. Look at these Republicans, for Christ's sake. You ain't going to try and tell me they're all straight. Mike Johnson, he's living a lie, for Christ's sake. These people, they clearly are gay. See, Mike Johnson's, he's a strange one, that one, isn't he, with his perfect skin. Yeah, you see his skin? It's perfect. How the fuck did he get his skin so perfect at his age? Does he use fillers? Does he use, 240 grit, 400 grit maybe even, I don't know. Or is it oil of Ulay? Aloe vera? Or jizz? Is it the hot lunches that he clearly is having, if you know what I mean? It's camaraderie, it's not camaraderie, what's the word? It's like they're cloaking who they actually are. I know, if I come over being all hateful and MAGA-like, they won't think I'm gay, yeah. And then my family won't break up and all that, because I still love my wife and my daughter, but I love a bit of cock and all, if you know what I mean. That's Mike Johnson. He wants always, front and back, he wants everywhere. Oh, blimey, all over. And anyway. Oh, if you get the vision, that you do. Little old Mike Johnson and his little, that long, it just gets me wondering, is it him and Leslie rolling about together? Could be. Yeah. Tell you what, should we have a bit of a pre-voting sharing, if you know what I mean? I've got to be careful what I say on there, Freaking hell, this algorithm like, it's hard to keep up with, it is. But why do they hate people so much? Why do they hate these people, as in, gay people, or, all trans people, and just anyone who isn't them, who doesn't fall in line. The Liberals even, why do they hate them? They're not Liberals, are they? No, they can't be that. They're not. That's bizarre. No, that can't be right. But they do. They hate on people who are actually who they are, who they are like. It's like they're trying to maintain the lie, keep the secret. It's about confirmation. Trying to confirm, I'm not gay, when they clearly are. But I'm not gay. Oh, dear me. You've watched DGT? Donald Trump, there he is, sucking up to Putin. Big timers. It's like love affecting fair and all, isn't it? There's something going on there. They might not have had a bit of rolling about, maybe a bit of golden showers and, a bit of touchy twiddling. I don't know whatever they're doing. Anyway, whatever they're doing there, something going on there. That's bizarre. is it that these people, they hate on, well, brave world leaders who clearly are doing their job, that people look up to? Is that what it is? Is it because people look up to people like Zelensky? What, you know, they think of him as a hero, but these people, no, can't do that. You see, it takes the shine away from me, you see. So, you know, I'll pick up Putin, and I don't get the logic. Trump is literally turning people away. You've got all these fucking town hall meetings going on at the moment. Yes, the fucking MAGA movement, the Republicans, they're trying to win people over because they know they have to. It makes you wonder if the elections still count. But they're scared. They're frightened little puppies, they are. They hold these town meetings and they're getting booed. They can't get a word in edgeways. They've been asked logical questions and they do whatever they can to avoid the question. Like, who pays the tariffs? You know? And they get around the old gooseberry bush, don't they? Do whatever they can to avoid. They're living a lie. So I say they're in the closet. And then it's not just their sexuality, it's just... They just want to puppy dog old Trump so much, you know, they want to win him over. They want to be seen to be on his side, not the people's side, but his side, because they're frightened. They're scared. They're scared of what could become of them. But you see, what they need to remember is that if there is a vote, and that vote counts, well, these people are long gone. If you get this vote, all right, I'm saying if you don't get martial law, because that's what Trump is heading for. If you get your vote, the Republicans are done for. Just like the Conservatives in the United Kingdom. No one's going to vote for Conservatives again in the UK. No. And the same will be for the Republicans. If they can't win, they are done for. And it will just get worse and worse and worse for the Republican Party between now and that election. Midterms. And you got Republican senators and all that, you know. They're one after the other. I can't remember her name now. Just yesterday she decided that she's going to step down, or not going to run again, because they know full well they're going to lose. You know? And I don't actually believe half these bloody people believe in what they're saying anyway. I really don't. They're just saying what they have to keep on side with Trump. It's not who they are. But that makes them weak. And pathetic. It really does. I suppose it makes them not gay, because quite frankly, if you ask me, somebody who's come out, that's a feckin' brave thing to do. Especially when they full well their family's going to be against them. That's brave, you know. They're not weak people. In fact, there's a couple of gay YouTubers I follow, political YouTubers. Oh, like Luke Beasley. Who's that one now? I've got his name now. He does podcasts and stuff. Streaming. People phone in and what have you. He's as gay as anything he is, but he's fucking smart and strong. He won't put up with any old shit. He's the one who's going around with all the... maybe you know, if you leave it in the comments down below if you could. He's going around the United States, all the music festivals at the moment. He's brilliant. But he does a call-in, you know. He does a call-in. And he gets all the mag, do you support Trump or something, you know? Or, you know, why do you not hate Trump or something? And people phone in, you know. And he obliterates them. Because it's quite easy to do, I suppose, because these people are just so stupid. They've got the same old lines that have been fed to them that has no logic, isn't based on anything of, well, certainly based on science, no. But that's a sign of what's going on, you know. It's we need to move on past all this, you know. It's unless we do, you know, you guys in the United States and in the UK and here in France, you know, we have our problems. You know, Emmanuel Macron's getting a hell of a lot of grief at the moment. They're talking, they're doing a confidence vote about the Prime Minister of France as well. And, yeah, we have our problems, but that's because we've got our own MAGA movement. You know, we've got those who supported Marine Le Pen. Stupid people. Who clearly do not understand how an economy works. They'll be the same shit. If they vote for these morons, you know, in France, you see, they'll have the same situation as what's going on in the United States. They won't wake up. No, they don't think, oh, that's not going to be what it's like for us. Denial. Because they're so hell-bent on them. Well, actually, it's a little bit different actually coming back from France. Actually, I might have to take that one back actually, because it's different here. The people who want Marine Le Pen, I wouldn't say they're fanatics. So some of them are. I'd say they're ill-informed. They're foolish. Including my neighbour, who's she doesn't support Marine Le Pen, but she is just way out there. You know what I mean? No logic what she says. Everything she spouts is just stuff that she's heard. And it doesn't make any sense. It's like they don't have a mind of their own. And that's the same with a lot of these people, you know, like the MAGA movement. They don't have the ability to think for themselves. And that's why they just spout the same one-liners, you know, the same stuff. And it was the same in the UK with the Brexit. Sovereignty. Instead, it just damaged the country immensely. The UK has not got the power it once had. It hasn't got a seat at the table anymore. It's Billy No Mates, you know. To be fair to Keir Starmer, he has brought Europe back on side instead of constantly trying to attack them like Boris Johnson and her who's got beaten by the left. I can't remember her name. Liz Truss. You know, 44 days she was the Prime Minister of the UK. But you know, it's just madness. This level of cognitive dissonance is just. It's painful, all right? It's painful to see. And it's like the whole world is imploding on itself because these people exist everywhere. You've got Hungary, for instance. You've got the Netherlands. You've got some bloody crazy people over there and all. The UK, France, Germany. You know, you've got the EFG, what's it? AFG, Alternative for Deutschland, AfD, that's it, AfD, the Alternative for Deutschland party. Yeah, they're all fucking crazy nutters. Clearly have no idea how an economy works, but they're all being funded by big money. And what does big money want? More fucking money. What's the MAGA movement? Well, the MAGA movement were useful tools. They were pawns, including Trump. They're all pawns. For the people at the top, the people with all the fucking money, the Peter Thiels and what have you, to basically have the rails laid for them, like Elon Musk, the rails laid for them to cream more fucking money. Okay, it backfired on Elon Musk because he's a fucking idiot, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, it's going to take a very long time to heal. If it ever does. Decades, in fact. The US economy is not going to recover anytime soon. In fact, it's going to get a lot worse. Even if you took the regime out now and put Democrats back in or whatever, I don't know, it's going to still get worse. See, the damage has been done. We're all looking in now on the United States and we say, well, we don't know part of you. It's going to take a long time for that wound to heal. A long time. Anyway, what say you? Please leave in the comments down below. Why do my videos always get too long? But anyway. Oh, dear me. I suppose it's my waffle. I've got a waffle, you know. I've got help. I've got to get out of my system. It's all about my health, you see. Anyway, it's time for me to go. Let's go toodle, you know. And, you know, before you go, though, if you want to beep the old like button and help the channel, you know, and subscribe and that. But also, we do a rewilding. We're doing a rewilding here. We're planting loads of trees. We've got some land over there, you see. And we're planting trees on our land. We're doing about 1,000+ trees. on 2 hectares of land, and it's not just about the trees themselves, it's about I'm trying to create habitats. That's what I'm trying to do for little, so there's a safe habitat for little animals and critters and stuff. And we've seen a marked uptick in birds and all sorts. We've got woodpeckers, all sorts of stuff in there, hoopoes. We had some crikey, egrets on our field the other day as well. It's just like it's changing. It's changing because it's maturing, you see. So anyway, if you've got a tree, there's links down below. Basically just contribute towards the tree, and then we'll put a sign with the tree and all that, links down below. But if you sort of just support the channel so we can keep it going, there's a Patreon and buy us a coffee. I thank people who already do that, because it is very kind. It really is. I never thought that was even a thing when we first started the channel, didn't even know about it. But surprising how kind some people really are, But without that help, we couldn't do it. And I won't lie to you, see, that's the thing. I might take the piss, but I'm not going to lie to people. It's not who I am. It's the worst thing you can do. You always got to remember the lies, Speak the truth, shame the devil. Toodaloo.